Hello and welcome to Explain the Charts. Today, we're diving deep into Bitcoin, symbol BTCUSD, and analyzing what's happening with both recent news and its price action. We are working in UTC time. It's April 6th, 2025, and a lot is going on in the world, especially with Trump's new tariffs, potentially resulting in a trade war with China. We'll start with the news and then move to the charts to see how these events are impacting Bitcoin's price. First, let's cover the news. According to recent reports, U.S. tech stocks, including Microsoft, Apple, and Nvidia, have lost a combined $1 trillion due to trade war panic. The Dow Jones also dropped significantly, while crude oil also fell. Interestingly, while traditional markets are struggling, Bitcoin has been holding relatively steady above $80,000, suggesting that investors may be seeking crypto as a hedge against the instability. Some analysts are even predicting that a U.S. government purchase of Bitcoin could significantly boost its value. This comes as BlackRock has launched its first Bitcoin ETF in Europe. Now, let's switch over to the charts and see what they're telling us. Here's the daily chart for BTCUSD. Looking at the past few months, we can see a significant rally, followed by some consolidation. Notice the recent pullback towards the end of the chart. Let's examine some key price levels. If we look at a range between approximately 55,000 and 73,000, we see the price generally going up. Then, from 73,000 to the current area around 66,000 and 67,000, we see a zigzag pattern that went up from April to October before heading down into December. Also take note that near the end, the past few candles, there has been an uptrend going on. Let's zoom in to observe this range and look at the 1-hour chart to see if it will continue, if it can be sustainable. It's important to consider the broader market context. The decoupling of Bitcoin from gold and stocks, as reported by Cointelegraph, suggests that Bitcoin is establishing itself as its own asset class, less influenced by traditional market forces and more responsive to its own internal dynamics and crypto-specific news. Now looking at the 1-hour chart, we can see more granular price movements to see if those movements will be sustainable. Looking at the past week, we can see that the price has been relatively stable, but with some volatility. Pay close attention to the support around 60,000 and resistance near 72,000. If the price breaks above the 72,000 resistance, that could signal further bullish momentum, potentially driven by optimism around the government purchase or de-dollarization trends. Now, let's look at a shorter 15-minute time frame to gauge what may be going to happen in the immediate short term. On the 15-minute chart, we can see a more volatile pattern, a tighter range of price levels, but the same overall trend. It appears that the market is reacting to the latest news cycles, but that they do not immediately cause large swings. Keep an eye on order books for increased buy-sell activity, and be sure to check the news constantly for new developments to help you with your decision-making when trading. In summary, key price levels to watch are the support around 60,000 and resistance at 72,000 on the daily chart. A break above 72,000 could signal bullish continuation, while breaking below 60,000 could signal a bearish reversal. Currently, Bitcoin looks generally bullish, but has downward risk, with the next major support level being around 56,000. Remember to stay informed about the latest news and market developments, and to adjust your strategy accordingly. Thanks for watching Explain the Charts.